And welcome back to what you just saw of the Purification with your host, Pitmarthroy. So welcome to Pokémon Colosseum. With the Purification now complete in the start of this video, I think that's about everything I wanted to show in Story Mode. Sort of moving on to Battle Mode. Now, there's actually two things right here, as you can see. Battle now, I'm not going to be showing because I'm just going to show a normal fight, and this one uses presets. And as a general rule of thumb in Pokemon Stadium games, if you try to use presets, they're probably going to suck really badly. So, if you want to have a proper fight, then build your own team in Story Mode, or use your GBA. Don't use the presets; they're not very good. If you want to get an idea what it's like, then go ahead. But I would not recommend using presets. So, the first thing it's going to do is ask if you want to battle solo for Colosseum battles against the computer, or a mount battle, 100 trainer KO. And then it's going to show also a gang battle, which you can play with your friends. You can have a 1v1 with the controller and the GBA, 2 GBAs, or a 4-player with 1 controller, 3 GBAs, or 4 GBAs. So, with all the GBAs, we're obviously not going to be doing that, because it's just a lot of mess. So we have Colosseum Battle, which is just a kind of a normal thing that we've already shown, like Finax or etc. The Mount Battle versus 100, which is just like Mount Battle, except the trainer's actually competent in this one, and they don't have stupid teams like they did in the actual one. Continuing one of these two files is obviously what this is for, the Register Pokemon and the Pokecoupon Exchange. Now the first thing you do whenever you get in here is register your team, either on your Story Mode from this game or from your Game Boy Advance. I've already have mine registered, so it's going to ask if it's okay to register, but this is already the team I have on there, nothing's changed on it, so I'm going to leave it as is. But I'll ask if it's okay. If you have a previous set, it'll be like, this old one will be erased, is that okay? And it's not going to delete your Pokemon, it's just going to, switch them out. So if I went back into Story Mode after getting rid of that set of 6, they're still going to be there, so you don't have to worry about actually losing the Pokemon. The other thing that I'm going to show off before we get started is also the Pokecoupon Exchange, which, once again, varies between this game and the Game Boy Advance. If you look at the prize list on here, it's exactly the same as it was in Mount Battle. And you can also see that I grinded for levels off screen, which is why I have so many points, so if I wanted to get something I could, but I'm not going to bother with it. So let's go ahead and get started here with Colosseum Battle. I'm going to show a little bit of both, probably not too much of either. Just want you to get the basic idea, because I know a lot of people are like, you need to hurry up and get back to Brawl. I want to finish Brawl, just so I don't have to hear that anymore. No offense, but I'm just saying. So we have 12 Colosseums to choose from here, and it only looks like you got 4. Obviously these 2 are locked. I believe this one's gotten by beating these first 3, and the last one's gotten by beating the others, or I guess technically those are the first 6, because as you can see on the side, it has single battle, and then it's got champ, and then double battle and champ. So you'd actually have to go into the stadium twice. So if I wanted to get, Finax Stadium completed, I'd go into, the first one, and I'd go to single battle, and then to win it, and then I would go back and do double battle and win that as well. Now, the reason that I had actually not, gotten around to recording Colosseum so much is you'll see why in a minute, because if you recall from the last episode, my team was about, between level 71 and 73. So if I went into level 50 right now, I was like, okay, which one do you want to enter? Single battle. I couldn't do that because my Pokemon are too high level. The game does not understand the concept. Unlike other Colosseum games before and after this, the game doesn't understand the concept of lowering you back down to level 50 stats so you can use whatever you want. So if they're like level 51 or up, you're not going to be able to use them. It doesn't know how to register you back to level 50 stats, which is really irritating. So that makes these 3 completely unplayable. Unless you guys want me to go and raise another team, I highly doubt you do. Even if you did, I'm probably not going to bother with that. So the only thing I'm going to be showing off is Tower Colosseum. The reason I hadn't gotten around to recording this, once again, level 71 to 73, I would have gotten completely obliterated. So it'll ask if you want single or double. I'm going to show single, because we didn't see a lot of single battles. I don't think we hardly saw any. So I'm going to be showing a single battle instead of double, so, we'll change it up a little bit here. And you'll be going through, I'm not actually sure how many battles, I think 8. But that might be way over. It might only be 4, like the normal ones. So, in single battle, you'll be selecting 3 Pokemon. In double, you'll be selecting 4. The first 2 on your list in double, and the first one on single will be the one that goes out automatically. You'll then be able to switch out, or whenever one of yours faints, you can choose from the rest. So, let's say I put in Umbreon, Espeon, and Altaria in that order. Just because Umbreon gets defeated doesn't automatically I have to use Espeon next. I can switch out for Altaria if I want to. So, you'll be permitted to see what your rival trainer has, and then you can kind of base your 3 choices on what you think they might have, or, type advantages, etc., etc. So right here we have Ninetales, which is pure fire, Lantern, which is water electric, Meganium, which is grass, Jumpluff, which is also grass, Melodic, which is pure water, and Umbreon, which is dark. So we've got 2 grasses, 2 waters with 1 electricity in there, a fire, and a dark. So usually you're going to want to, hopefully at least, the trainers will be kind of stupid and have usually around all the same type. This one's fairly spread out. I do want to bring in Typhlosion, but I want to be careful that I don't send him out first, because if a Melodic or Lantern comes out, we could be in some serious trouble because of type disadvantages. So I'm going to want to have him in the party, but not going first. The best option looks like it would probably be to go with Espeon first, which I know doesn't work great against Umbreon, but I think that'll be fine for the most part. Then go with Ampharos and... well, I don't know. Do I want to bring in Ampharos? Yeah, I'll bring in Ampharos and Typhlosion. Now, I'm probably not going to show the whole battle, especially this one, because this one really comes down to luck. I tried practicing this one earlier. This one really comes down to luck, and you'll see why immediately. Because, like I said, the trainers have actual strategies in this one. They're very irritating most of the time, but they do have strategies. It's incredibly irritating, especially with the limitations of not only TMs, but how many items you can pick up. The limitations kind of make this one a little bit more annoying, as opposed to other ones. If you had, you know, your GBA games, the limitations wouldn't be near as bad, but if you're using Store Mode, it is kind of an issue. So obviously the first one sent out here is Jumpluff. We have no items. We're not allowed to use those. You do keep your hold items, but you're not allowed to use regular ones. You don't have the call either, so you can't wake somebody up by, you know, calling their name. Obviously there's no Shadow Pokemon as well, so there's no need to worry about that. So all we have is Fight, which is, you know, the normal set, switching on Pokemon, once again normal, and Give In, which is obviously the option to forfeit the mash, which typically you're not going to want to do that unless you're stuck in a loop and you know you're not going to be able to make it out. So either way, before we get started into the fight, I'm going to show you a quick summary of what all the Pokemon look like. You can see here whenever they their stats max out and what their stats are. So Typhlosion's got, you know, pretty balanced all around. Ampharos has pretty high special attack and pretty good attack and defense. Pretty much everything good except for speed, really. Espeon's got low defense and a special attack that is absolutely through the roof at 335. But I also want to show what I switched out move-wise. I kept Psychic, Return, and Reflect. For Espeon, I got rid of Swift in order to give Toxic, which is a badly poison. I believe I've already seen that, but the poison gets worse over time. So that is why I put it on there, because sometimes stats is really handy to have in this one. For Ampharos, I kept Thunderbolt and Thunder Wave. I removed Thunder and Cotton Spore for Attract, which makes the opposite gender, so in this case, males. It'll be really hard for them to attack if I use this on them. That's one reason that you would want to have this. And also Brick Break, because I wanted a fighting move, and this also destroys stuff like Light Screen and Reflect, so that'll definitely come handy. Lastly, for Typhlosion, I kept Flamethrower, everything else Smoke Screen, and Smoke Screen, Swift, and whatever else I had on him. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Dig, which I don't know why I kept it, but I think it was Dig or it was Flame Wheel, something like that. Either way, I got rid of the rest of them for Hidden Power, which, depending on what type this is, it's just going to vary with the Pokemon. There's a ridiculous algorithm in it. You can look it up if you want. I am not going to waste your time explaining it because it takes a long time. Focus Punch, which at the start of the turn, you will be readying an attack. If you get hit by the opponent's attack, then you'll be unable to use it that turn. If they do not attack you, in effect, in double battles, if they go for the other Pokemon you have, if they use something to raise their status or lower your own, this will connect, assuming it doesn't, you know, miss because of your lowered accuracy or something like that, and it will do quite a bit of damage. Probably Brick Break would have been a better thing to put on him, but, you know, what are you going to do? I already have it on there now. And lastly, Earthquake, which I know we've seen in the project. It will not hit flying enemies, but it's very strong. Otherwise, it will hit your allies. In single battle, this is a great thing to have, just for the sole fact that it's strong, and since that you don't have your allies out on the field, it's not near as much of an issue as it was before. Now, the reason that fighting this first trainer is really irritating is because, actually, I don't think I've ever... well, by ever, I mean the previous time. I don't think she sent out Jumpluff last time. But they abuse the crap out of Confuse Ray. And so half the time you're sitting there either being forced to switch out, or you're just pretty much praying that you can, you know, get through the confusion status. And so a lot of this first fight is really left up to luck. It's really irritating. And I guarantee you, if you brought in the berry that restores confusion, I can guarantee you that it would get used up, and then they would just use it again immediately. Because, like I've already said, these guys actually do have hold items. Obviously it varies depending on the Pokemon and the trainer and whatnot, but it's really irritating that they like abusing that. They like that. They also use Leech Seed. I did fight Meganium last time. Meganium did have it as well. And I think probably going for Umbreon, aren't you? Nope, going for Melodic. That's an interesting choice. I don't know why she switched there, but whatever, she did. Probably the best thing to do would be switch out now for Ampharos. I know it's still asleep, and I'll probably regret that later, but the Leech Seeds is getting really irritating. But yeah, they abuse the living heck out of Confuse Ray, as you've just seen right there. Which, I don't know how she would have known that I was going to switch. I mean, you can make a guess, but I didn't do it prior, so how they knew then, I don't know. But they don't really have a lot of attack moves. None of her team did. Umbreon had Meme Look to prevent me from escaping, Confuse Ray to confuse me, Double Team for raising its evasion, and then something else, yeah, Screech to lower my defense. So no actual attack moves at all. I mean, none. It's all just designed to mess you up more than it is, you know, with statuses than to actually, you know, do physical or special attacks. Like, almost all of it was just being really irritating just because of that alone. Which is why if I do beat this battle, or if it starts taking a long time, I'm just going to end it there for this part. Because it's just ridiculously irritating that they do that. In the first battle of, you know, the level 100s, I sincerely hope that the first ones aren't near as bad as this, because, like, that's just irritating. It wouldn't be as bad as if it was, you know, like a strategy where it was, like, all-out offensive, but it's those, you know, it's the status strategies that you see all the time that make the battles get extended out to the point where it gets really annoying. Those are the ones that will bother you most of the time. No, I kind of figured that wasn't going to get out first, but I'm going to go ahead and paralyze it. Poison might be, or badly poison might be a little bit better since he'd be losing HP, but paralysis will pretty much guarantee that I go first each time, and I can always send out Typhlosion. And there's also a good chance that in addition to going second, that they might also just not get their turn at all from the paralysis, so I'm going to try to switch out to Typhlosion here. Now you're gonna, if you actually play this, or if I did play it all the way through, you would see me switching out a lot more than I normally did. Not just for type advantages, but also to prevent my Pokemon from being knocked out. And the reason for doing that is actually because if you manage to get through the entire fight, if you don't lose any of your Pokemon, whether it's the 3 from single, and I got really lucky with the crit right there, with a single of 3 or a double of 4, if you don't have any of your Pokemon faint, they can get damaged, poisoned, paralyzed, whatever. If they don't die, then you will get a perfect bonus, perfect point. It's something along those lines. It'll be, you know, some kind of perfect thing. If you can actually manage to get that, then, like, let's say I got it this fight, and then I lost the next fight, it would give you basically a free retry. So, it's nice to get those. It doesn't always happen. In the easier difficulties, you'd probably be getting them all the time. This is on hard difficulty. I don't know if hard's the highest, or if there's like a very hard or intense or whatever, but this is clearly one of the higher difficulties, as it stated. It was on hard. I'm going to try for this. There is one advantage to having Focus Punch here, and that's the fact that they don't have any attack moves. If I can get it to go through the confusion, then it's, you know, going to do really well. Yeah! Get out of here! Take that, sucker. And I'm actually going to get that perfect bonus soon. I'll be seeing here in a minute. That went much more smoothly than my practice fight did. I got ridiculously unlucky with the confusion. I don't think I ever broke through confusion. Like, I snapped out of it, but whenever it said it's confused and I was trying to attack, I always hurt myself with confusion. It was really irritating. We're going to get that perfect point. I don't know if it actually shows up in this one. Maybe? Yeah, perfect win. You've earned an extra continue. So that's what it is. So, continue battle. I am not going to do that. I'm going to suspend it. That'll save it. If I want to go back and try this again, I could, but if the rest of the trainers are like that, no, that ain't happening. The confusion lady's annoying, but... And I didn't mean to hit back. Solo, Mount Battle. Single, yes. So apparently it can't save one from Mount Battle and one from Colosseum. It's got to be one or the other. Can't have both. It kind of sucks, but luckily Mount Battle is ridiculously easy. As you can see, your menu's changed around a little bit here to halt and exit instead of, you know, your items and whatnot. The only person I did not show was Umbreon's moveset, which, as you can see, pretty high defense and special defense as well as HP. You know, that's kind of to be expected. Pretty decent speed to boot. So I kept Bite, I kept Confuse Ray, and I think I already had Moonlight. I don't remember if I axed something for that, but what I did remove was actually probably not the best choice to remove. I got rid of Feint Attack and I replaced it with Shadow Ball. I probably should have gotten rid of Bite in favor of Feint Attack because of, you know, double team idiots. But yeah, I replaced that with Shadow Ball, which is a very strong ghost type move. So I'm actually going to keep the team that I have out right now. I'll just keep it this way. And we'll go ahead and get started here. Battling is fun, right? Yeah, sure. It's entirely dependent on if somebody's being a jerk. Now, his Pokemon are going to be level 100, but yes, that is, unfortunately, his team are all, you know, level 1, and minus the Silcoon, level 1 evolutions, or whatever you want to call them. So, let's see, Grass, 2 Bugs, 2 Waters, and a Psychic. 2 Bugs and 2 Waters, and a Psychic, and a Grass. I'm going to say... go with Umbreon. I didn't hit 2 of them, dude. Go with Umbreon, and then roast any bugs with Typhlosion, and incinerate any of the water types with Ampharos. Mostly I just want to show off Umbreons, and there wasn't really a good one to start with there in case I had type disadvantage. Magikarp probably wouldn't have done anything, but Azuro could have been. Really? You picked Magikarp? What is wrong with this guy? Is he crazy? What? I didn't pick Espeon, I picked Umbreon. Let me guess, it's not on there now. Oh, dude, whatever. Well, I'm guessing I'm going to smash this guy into the ground, since he's an idiot. Why did he do that? He picked easily the worst one on his team. Like, even Whirlpool would have been a better choice. Wow, this guy is a moron. Yeah, I don't know why, but it may just because I played on hard mode for the Colosseum, but these guys, you can mop the floor with the first 30 of them. It's just like in that battle. Sure, they're level 100, but you can still destroy them. Like, nobody's even getting out anything right now other than me using Psychic. This may actually not kill him, I don't know. And keep in mind, Umbreon's special attack's like 335, so that's got something to do with it too. I don't think it doesn't. That was pathetic. I said battles are fun even if you... Dude, you more than lost. You picked Magikarp because you're an idiot. Like, let's be honest, Ralts, Azuro maybe, and... I don't know, his Silcoon probably would have been the best choice, but still, he did not have a good team there. That was really bad. And yeah, the trainer just disappears. No, don't suspend. I didn't ask you to do that. Alright, now I'm actually going to be able to show off the Umbreon, and then that will be it for this video. Minus one quick thing I'm going to ask. But yeah, you can see the team here is not much better. There's no Magikarp, but there is a Feebas. That's a little step up, I guess. So, water, ground, bug, water, another bug, water, grass, and normal. So, 3 waters. One of them won't get hurt by electricity, but 3 waters. And a couple bugs. So, I'm going to go with the same thing I did last time, except this time I'm actually going to hit Umbreons, because apparently I didn't before. I still think these guys are going to go down 1, 2, 3, but... Umbreon doesn't have as high of a special attack as, or Espeon doesn't have... No, I had it right. Umbreon doesn't have as high of a special attack. Dude, I am not hitting Espeon. I don't know why you keep asking me that. Yeah, I'm actually going to give this one up. Obviously, it's not because of lack of losing, but apparently it's not registering on my D-pad that I'm hitting. I'm definitely hitting the right directional. I don't know why it says that I'm hitting the wrong one here. But, I mean, you guys can pretty much guess what Shadow Ball looks like and think I'm pretty sure. I love how that one just depleted immediately. It's like, you still lost, even though you completely wiped the floor with them. Would you like to continue? Yeah, let's try that again, except this time, I'm going to pick this one for sure. Because it's Surefire. Yeah, music. Alright. Yeah, it's left on the D-pad. I was like, maybe I'm hitting the wrong button. No, I'm definitely hitting left on the D-pad. I'm gonna hit it again, just to make sure. Left, right, and X. Those are the 3 that I want. If it doesn't pick it up this time, then I'm gonna say screw it, and we're gonna forget it. I know for a fact, like, maybe at the first time I might be able to chalk it up to me, but I took time to actually hit the button there. Okay, good, it actually registered. I don't know why it did that twice in a row. But just so you can see what Shadow Ball actually looks like. Oh right, I can't use it on it. Well, that was a waste of a turn for both teams. I forgot that was normal. I was thinking Feebas again, so I was like, yeah, go for it, whatever. I'd like to show what Moonlight looks like on the off chance somebody actually manages to hit me. But I don't think that's gonna happen unless I like try to confuse them and they break through it or something. Oh, there we go. Maybe Cascan will get something out here. No, that just lowers my speed. That doesn't... Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Like, some of the early teams are just ridiculously stupid. Like, not just in their actual choices, which clearly that thing could have evolved long ago. Like, Cascan evolves into Dusthawks at level 10, for those of you that don't know. So it easily could have evolved long ago. And apparently, it just does not feel like using an actual attack, so I can't really show off Moonlight. But at least you're getting to see what Shadow Ball looks like from Umbreon. Which is kind of disappointing. Maybe whoever shows up last will actually do something here. Then Kata. Bug, so... Assuming this doesn't kill in one hit, maybe it'll be smart enough to use, like, Leech Seed, Bug Bite, something. I think Bug Bite was around for this one, but something like that. Hard. No, it's just gonna raise its defense, which doesn't matter anyway. Oh my gosh. These guys are so stupid. So yeah, that's about all from that battle. Obviously, they're gonna get harder than this. I sincerely hope. But like, the trainer on the 100th floor has like level 100 Groudon, Kyogre, like some really stupid stuff. Okay, good. Now I can actually show what Moonlight looks like since he was smart enough to do something about it. Moonlight. Here we go. That is what it looks like. How much you regain does vary with the weather, and whenever, like, let's say it was at 1 health, it could get up about 3/4 of health back in normal weather conditions. So, pretty decent recovery, all things considered. That's all I wanted to show here, though. I could show Ice Beam on Altaria, but I don't really much. That's just so sad. These guys are terrible. So, you know, that's probably long enough of a video right there. Yes, I know, I'll have to restart my challenge, but that is the end of the video. I would ask if you guys want to see more, but I sincerely doubt you do. Like, the main appeal of Pokemon Colosseum is honestly the story, it's not the battle mode. If you want a good battle game, I would say Battle Revolution, but don't use your presets. You know, actually get stuff from your Nintendo DS. That would be much more entertaining than watching this one. If for no other reason, then this one moves a lot slower. At least in my opinion, it feels like it moves a lot slower. So that is pretty much everything I wanted to show for Pokemon Colosseum. I am actually very glad to be done with that LP, because as fun as it was, man. And this game is officially a decade old now. I started this in 2013, but now it's 2014, so the game's officially a decade old. Congratulations, game, for being old. Not as old as me, but still pretty old. Actually, my birth date is on there, 295, but that makes me old because I'm like 1 month away from being 19. I know I'm old. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this LP and sticking through it. Next, I will probably be getting back to Brawl for the sole fact that I'm getting tired of messages. And I'm actually kind of, you know, excited to get back into boss battles on Intense. I have actually recorded the one for Marth. That was the first one I did, you know, just to try to get a little bit of a feel back into it. But I recorded me unlocking the stuff from the easy, normal, hard, and very hard clears, and also Marth's boss battle on Intense. I am probably going to post-commentate all those, which I know sounds irritating, but in the middle of a battle, my commentary is not going to be good, because I will either be, you know, not talking at all, or some junk like that, but it'll be easier to explain, at least for one of them, how the bosses work and whatnot, in case you can watch story mode. Either way, that's enough talking. Like, seriously, end off the LP already. Anyway, thank you guys for watching so much. This has been Pimp Arthurite. I will see you guys for Smash Bros. Brawl, some more Mario Party 1. After that, I don't know what I'm going to start, but I'm glad to have the first LP, or the ending of this, be the first LP I've ended in 2014. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm sorry about the long video, but I guess it's the finale. So, seriously, goodbye! Goodbye!